Hi, thanks for doing the training the other day. I'm going to go through and just do some of the, or like a refresher on what we covered. Now I'm looking at this particular unit, which you'll have your own, design and review a project. I'm going to work in here, but I'll delete what I did because one of you will be actually doing this unit. You'll see that the template has different topics down the side. So we've got an introduction, a unit information, let's start learning. These are all sections or topics in the template. We've got topic name, topic assessment, unit feedback, and developers and trainers. Now, the first thing we do when we're doing the introduction is we'll put a bit of a blurb there about what the unit's about. You can get that from your unit description, so unit description, and you can also do a really nice audio welcome. Now I'm quickly going to show you what you can do, how you put the content in here. You see you've got the edit settings, so click on edit settings. If you don't see the edit settings, it means you haven't been given a developer right, so you just need to request those if you're responsible for doing it. Now I can just copy from a Word document and paste in that content, or I can just type in if I want to. I've got Grammarly on my computer, so it does like a spell check, which is really good. Some things I accept, some things I don't. This has come from training.gov, so I would leave it the same as what it is from there. But this is a really good thing that I would like to show you to do your welcome. Now you'll see in your toolbar up the top here, you've got a microphone, so it records audio. How brilliant is this? So you just click on there and start the recording. Hi, my name's Christine. I am going to be your teacher for this unit. This unit is all about creating a project and reviewing that project. We will be in class most of the time, but there will be work that you're required to do outside the class. So I hope you enjoyed this unit. If you have any issues, please don't hesitate to contact me. So just attach the recording, and there's a recording for your students. How easy is that? So I think that's brilliant, brilliant. So give that one a go. And I think the audio, a lot of people feel a bit intimidated when they do a video, but an audio is not so difficult to do. So the audio file will be there for the students to look at. You'll see there's an announcement forum, that's part of the standard, and that is for you to notify students of different things, and they get an email or they see it within their Moodle shell. The next section is the unit information. Now this is really important because this gives information about the unit. You would have a paper-based unit guide. What's in the unit guide is just transferred into here. So that's pretty easy. So from your unit guide, you get your unit description. Of course, that's coming from your document. Now, I've got to enable content. I'm just going to show you this document that was given to me on the day, in which you have access to. And I'm just going to bring it across and we can see it. So this particular document, I believe it's on your U drive. Now, if I want to look for a particular unit, and now one I'm doing is the project one, so I'll look for that unit. Reviewing a project. I might have to put the code in because it's going to take a bit too long. I don't think I can quickly see it there. Design and review. Okay, so I'm 550. Now, what I want to do is actually attach this for the students. So I'm just going to copy the text from this unit. So it's just taking a little bit of time to get it to do what it's meant to do. And right to the end. So as much as I want to copy, Control C, I'll just open up a new document and paste it, Control V. So now I've got it in there. Now the other thing I want to do, I'll just minimize that for a minute, is get this. So double click on your, hang on, I may need to view editing. might be going crook. Anyways, it's happening. It's a little bit slow because we got the, I want to get all that, so Control C, and I'll go back into that document and put it in the footer. Double clicking should get you into the footer. If not, you can actually go view headers and footers. Oh, that's not there anymore. Insert. So we've got a header, we want a footer. And we'll just get a blank one for now. So because we just want to paste, Control V. So that's come in at the bottom. All right. And then you can put the unit code at the top here like they do in the document. So if I go back to that document and look at the here, now I've got it. Control C, go back to my document and Control V, and it puts it in there. So now I've got that, I can go File, Save As, and I'll save it in my LLN and call it whatever the unit code was. And just put Review Project. I just haven't got that in front of me at the minute, and we'll save it. A little bit slow, but it's happening. Okay, so going back into here now, so that unit descriptor I would get from that Word document. Now the Word document is here, so bringing it up and going back up here. Nope, I've got the wrong document, I've got the big one, I think. I'm just going to that one. So I'll just grab that unit description, Control C, go back into my book. Now, we talked about a book. A book is when we create the book, we virtually create the outside covers of the book. And if I want to edit that book, I use the cogwheel and I go edit settings. So the edit settings is editing the outside edge of your book or what your book is going to look like. Now you also, if I'm not in the book, you can do it by using that pencil that's underneath. To edit the chapters within your book, they call them chapters, but that's each page of the book. You need to go turn editing on. So you can do it through the cogwheel or you can do it through here. You've got a button. When you do that, you'll get all these extra little symbols turn up so that you can move the chapters up and down, you can edit them, you can delete them, you can close them or hide them, and you can add more chapters. Now this one's already set, so we don't want you moving them or deleting them other than one that I might show you that you could delete. So in this one here, so I click on the cogwheel and I paste in the description and I scroll down and I save the changes. Now you should do the paper-based one because you'll have that as part of your compliance documents and then you can add it in here. Now remembering it's got campus. Now remembering that when you're developing your unit, you're developing for GoTAFE. So there will be more than one campus probably delivering this particular unit. So you need to be collaborative with whoever else is teaching it and agree on these things and make sure that you've captured where it's been delivered and how it's been delivered. So campus, so there you put your different campuses. Now again, when I click on this cogwheel, if I've got a table, I can add more rows to the table, but it's a little bit different from Word. You need to be in the table. You'll see the symbol of a table there. Click on the table and insert a row after. Now you have to be in the table to do it, and you only can do one row at a time. And you can add a few things in there. So then you would just change, name the details. So if I put in here Wangaratta, I could put in Shepparton and Seymour. Now you probably would do it in alphabetical order. I haven't here, but you know, when you're looking at it, it might be a good idea to do it in alphabetic. Now, just move that one over. And so with this particular here, you've got online, face-to-face in the workplace, blended. So this is quite a common one, which is a blend of online and face-to-face. So that means that you've got a face-to-face class, but you've got this online content, which is what you're organising, so that they can do a bit of both. Control Z is undo. I'm just going to write that again because it was and I just copy that again. And then we have that bit done. So save. Course contacts. You've got in here, you can just put, if it's just the one coordinator and you know, a couple of trainers, or you've got this option of this one, which is course contents, and you've got different coordinators for different campuses and different teachers. But I imagine you've only got the one coordinator and you'll just deliver in multiple places. So if that's the case, just put the name of the trainer and maybe the name of the trainer here, or after the trainer here, just put the name of the campus. So trainer assessor, I can edit this. And I could just do something like this, Shepparton, and then put the name of the trainer, that is Shepparton. And so that was, say, Anthony. I hope I spelled that right, Anthony. And then your email and so forth. That will push it along and it will look nice. And then we could do Wangaratta. And you could, and then add a new row for your, again, going up to the table, inserting a row after, and then you could put the same again. Whoops. And putting Seymour. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. So just when you go in there into the edit, you're using that cogwheel, and then with the tables, you must be in the table, and then click on the table symbol. So all this information, like the prerequisites, that will come from the unit description, and this is the elements. So you just copy and paste the elements in here. Delivery timetable. Now, if you've got a few different ones, you can put what the session is and then insert the session, the topic details. So it could be session 1, we're going to cover this, session 2, we're going to cover this, so forth. So that could be the same at all campuses, although the dates could be different. The only thing that would change is if you were doing a different mode of delivery. For instance, if you're doing block study, or if you're going to do it part-time or something like that, that might be different. So you might have a couple of different delivery timetables. So if that's the case, delivery timetable, you could actually have one for each campus if you wanted to. Attendance requirement, this is a pretty standard one. We usually include these. If you're not doing forums, just delete that one, but you would go into your cogwheel to do that. Assessment information is really important. So this is telling them how many assessments they're going to have and over how long. So those only the 2 things that need to change on that form. Assessment schedule. you will only put in like the name, like the name of assessment, so how many there are, the method, so is it written, is it practical demonstration, observation, role play, that type of thing, and then a due date. Now, if you're doing multiple candidates, you might put TBA, to be advised, and that will suffice. Resources, I find with the resources, if you're going to do it online, so a minimum would be access to a computer, access to the internet, access to GoLearn, are 3 things that should be in there. This one often is deleted because other requirements or comments, something special for that particular group, but most times people just delete that one, and you can do that. Okay, to get out of here, you have to turn off the editing. And we can navigate by clicking on the name here or the name there, and that will take us back to the home of the course. I could go back to the section if I wanted to. Okay, so we've done those 2, and the next video we'll look at Let's Start Learning. Thank you.